I'm excited to join you this morning as we delve into an important discussion on the pivotal role of data as a catalyst for sustainable development. It's become evident over the past few years that to navigate complex challenges facing the world today, we ought to develop and adopt technology and data-driven approaches. In an era where borders are increasingly porous and conflicts often spill over regions, achieving SDGs becomes even more daunting. These tensions threaten to derail progress towards ending poverty, ensuring quality education, including providing access to healthcare for all. In Rwanda, a nation forged from the ashes of the 1994 genocide against the Tutsis just 30 years ago, we understand the importance of peace and stability. We chose reconciliation and unity, serving as a model for conflict-driven regions across the world. Our recovery journey exemplifies the transformative power of a united vision for sustainable development, emphasizing the critical role of partnerships and developing a citizen-centered approach to development. Leadership and the right governance models were essential to set us on the right path for development. The year 2030 looms large on our horizon, marking the deadline for achieving SDGs. We know that more than 50% are still lagging behind and some have stalled, and it's places like Africa where we see the largest gap. However, the world we inhabit is dynamic and ever-evolving. We must therefore embrace agility in our approach to sustainable development. And I'm grateful that I come after a panel that has really spoken towards data and agility in how we can fast-track achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. It's also becoming more and more evident that the ongoing interventions since the launch of SDGs in 2016 will not get us to the achievement of SDGs by 2030. An example is education. The UN shows that an estimated 84 million children and young people will still be out of school, and approximately 300 million students will lack basic numeracy and literacy skills necessary for success in life, a potential setback for future generations. That said, data-based approaches are a vital step to address such concerns. Rwanda recognizes the necessity of data-driven decision-making to tackle global challenges. Through the localization of SDGs, Rwanda has adopted global objectives to its unique context, ensuring community-specific needs are addressed and thereby showcasing a model where resilience, strategic planning, and inclusivity pave the way for achieving global goals amidst regional and international tensions. Our goals are not dictated by external agendas, but are crafted to reflect the unique circumstances of our nation. We harness the power of data to inform our decision-making, ensuring that our strategies are both effective and sustainable. An agile agenda enables us to respond swiftly to emerging challenges and to capitalize on emerging opportunities. It empowers us to adopt and adapt our new strategies in real time, ensuring that we remain nimble in the face of uncertainty. While the transition towards agility may pose its own set of challenges, the benefits far outweigh the costs. As Rwanda and Africa look towards the horizon beyond the 2030 SDGs, to aim for an extended SDGs by 2045, embracing an agile agenda is a must, and is a must if it's tailored to the continent's unique circumstances, becomes quite imperative. This approach necessitates a deep understanding of each country's distinct challenges and opportunities, advocating for regional integration, investment in technology and innovation, and promoting inclusive economic growth. Strengthening governance, focusing on education and skills development, Prioritizing climate action and environmental sustainability are crucial strategies for Rwanda and the broader African continent. Overcoming challenges such as infrastructure deficits, political instability, ensuring sustainable mechanisms will require concerted efforts, innovation, and regional collaboration. Tailoring goals to Africa's diverse contexts and leveraging its youthful population and technological potential can set a global example of agile and resilient development, steering the continent towards a sustainable and prosperous future by 2045. The journey towards extended sustainable goals underscores the importance of setting goals that meticulously reflect the specific circumstances of each region and country. The nuanced approach is pivotal as it acknowledges that the path to sustainable development is not a one-size-fits-all, but varies significantly across different geographic, economic, and social landscapes. Rwanda's strategy exemplifies how tailored objectives, grounded in the nation's unique challenges and opportunities, can guide effective and impactful sustainable development efforts. Rwanda's commitment to setting bespoke goals is evident in our approach to addressing different needs, from how we've leveraged the burgeoning technology sector to combat economic challenges, identifying the poorest of our communities, ensuring that they are prioritized for meaningful and decent jobs, but also at the same time ensuring that all the strategies and interventions we undertake as a government are inclusive to cater for the most disadvantaged groups. Central to crafting these tailored strategies is the role of data-driven decision-making. By harnessing accurate, timely, and comprehensive data, Rwanda is able to make informed decisions that not only address current needs, but also anticipate future challenges and scenarios and opportunities. This commitment to data-driven strategies ensures that we can allocate resources efficiently, monitor progress effectively, and adjust policies proactively in response to emerging trends and insights. In essence, the success of Rwanda, and indeed any region or country in achieving the sustainable goals by 2024, hinges on the ability to set goals that are intimately aligned with our priorities and the local realities. This approach, underpinned by robust data analysis, ensures that development strategies are not only strategic and focused, but also adaptable and resilient in the face of the ever-changing global landscape. I'll take just a minute to share some of the examples that have made it possible for Rwanda to be where we are and the progress that we've been able to see. We've started by putting in place what we call imihigo, and this is a way or a platform that allows us as leaders to remain accountable to our people by setting out the priorities, communicating them, but also ensuring that it's a performance-driven way of monitoring whether progress has been made. And should any of the policymakers fall short of the targets that have been set, it also evokes a dialogue on what went wrong, what could we do differently to really change the course, but ensure that what we've set out to do is actually achieved. We talk about data-driven approaches. One other model we have adopted is scenario planning, whether it's looking at how we become a food-secure country or how we address the issue of unemployment. What is clear is that there are huge interdependencies, from understanding how climate change will affect food security and how that will affect achieving meaningful jobs. The UAE government has been graceful in working with Rwanda to set up the Government Accelerator Program that has also come in to support the Policy Lab initiative, where institutions, policymakers come together to co-design interventions. An example was highlighted earlier in the panel around how Rwanda is approaching universal healthcare coverage using data, and today we've seen data being used to determine where is the next health post going to be constructed to allow for maximum coverage of our people. But to do that, we'll continue to invest in skills, we'll continue to invest in upgrading infrastructure, and leadership will be crucial to achieving that. Scenarios are important because they allow you to use data to understand where you're going, what you want to do, how you'll achieve it, but also anticipate what the potential playing out of scenarios could possibly be and the interventions to put in place. And those are going to be critical in accelerating the journey towards achieving the SDGs. In conclusion, allow me to share some of the lessons learned from what we call the voluntary national review that we've done as a country. And I think these lessons learned, any one of you in your respective countries will resonate with these. First, COVID was a big setback to the SDGs, and swift recovery is a must. Second, COVID highlighted the need for resilient economies to minimize exposure to external shocks. Third, the role of digitalization during COVID cannot be underestimated, and that same role can be seen in how we can fast-track achievement of the SDGs. Fourth and last, COVID highlighted huge interdependencies. What started out as a health crisis resulted into impact across every segment of the economy. And what this calls all of us for is to ensure and the need for integrated planning. In light of these challenges posed by the geopolitical tensions and the urgent need for sustainable development, there's a compelling call for collaborative efforts. And I hope that the sessions that we're having here today, the ones that we had yesterday and over perhaps even tomorrow, will call for greater collaboration, will call for joint initiatives, will call for greater use of the power of data and technology, but also will ensure that we can collectively share lessons learned and resources to tackle global challenges while we mitigate the impact of conflict and building a sustainable future for all. I thank you very much.